I would have looked at you.
It's going live.
Okay.
It's going live. This is live. We're live. Hello.
How do people know that we exist?
Well, God, that's...
You know what I mean.
Woof. That's a rough one, Sid.
There's no one watching.
They're going to watch. Hold on a second.
I mean, like, you know what I mean. How do people know that this is happening?
Well, I'm going to get them a link real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, if you're already here and you've somehow found this stream, congratulations. Very sneaky. Hey, is what I'll say. Now, you're not going to look at your phone while we're streaming, okay?
I put my phone down.
All right. Hey, it's...
I was going to check on the kids. Make sure
they're fine. Fun Drive 2018.
I am going to look at the kids.
Okay, look at the kids. It's Max Fun Drive 2019, day 3.
You said 2018 the first time.
Kiss my grits. It's saying that come hang out with me and Sydney.
Cooper's leg is out of the bed.
She's fine.
Okay. She's asleep, but there's one that might be an arm. There's a part of her extending through the bar.
Live questions.
Charlie is asleep.
Excuse me. I'm going to tweet that, and then hold on, stream. I'm going to be very focused on you here in one beautiful second. Retweet it from there. Then I'll retweet it from Bim Bam.
I'll retweet it from me.
And then I'll retweet. I can't retweet it from McRoy family, but okay. Okay, here we go.
You tweeted it?
Yeah, I tweeted it. So you should just be able to retweet it.
I know. That's what I'm looking for. I don't see
All right. Now, if you have a question.
There it is. Retweeting.
MaximumFun.org/donate. Go there. Make your monthly pledge. That's the first thing I want to get across to you because this is how we feed our family, put food on the table, and fill our kids' bellies with food. So please go there.
Maximum, really food centric.
All food centric. MaximumFun.org/donate. We will attempt to take your questions. God, I'm incredibly old because the chat font is like too small. Too small for me. Maybe if I zoom in.
Just no
That's better than nothing. Okay.
That's medical questions.
No medical questions.
I can't do that. Is that your face on a pillow? Oh, that are.
Yeah, these are all
Charlie.
old pictures. I don't think there's any problem there, but
no, this is our Charlie blanket.
It was a Christmas present from her. Her mom. It's pictures. I love it. I know. I'm not chagrined about it. It's just a bunch of great pics of.
This is Charlie's phone.
This is Charlie's phone.
She doesn't have a phone. It's my old phone. It does not function as a phone, but it's great for weird videos.
Yeah, which are YouTube videos. Did you hear about that? YouTube.
The girls are asleep.
Did you hear about that YouTube family that the mom was like locking their kids in a closet and spraying with pepper spray where they didn't do good in their videos. I don't think we should let her watch.
Why are you talking about that bummer?
I don't think we should let her watch YouTube anymore. I think we should. There's like a YouTube.
This is a conversation for not
it's brutal.
On a live stream.
Please bring Sawbones to Phoenix. We were just in Phoenix. You didn't come, right?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, it was right around when Cooper was born.
Yes,
right after.
Sorry, yes.
Sorry.
We'll probably go back someday.
You know the weird thing about Phoenix? It's not weird, but
that is a 99%.
Can we talk?
Sorry.
Can we talk?
Somebody asked.
Well, they'll have their turn. I'm talking to you, okay, and I'm here, okay. So the thing about Phoenix is it's very mauve. It's all like gradients of mauve. It looks like that game you play, Blendoku, where it's like all different gradients of mauve and tan. It's like a very aesthetically.
I didn't know that about Phoenix.
I didn't know there until I went. It's cool though. It's nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. Why don't you ever come to Kansas City? Because we can never agree on which one to go to.
I've been there for the family medicine conference.
You did? Which one?
Missouri?
Missouri?
I don't.
Sounds right.
The one where the family.
We're in
medicine
St.
conference
Louis.
was.
Isn't that close to Kansas City? It's at least in the same state, right? How's
Geography is
How's
not a great
Alaska
spot
sound to
for
you?
me.
Well, I heard it's always night or always day in Alaska, and that sounds stressful.
Don't ask him to talk about Oak Island.
Atlanta.
Don't do that to me.
Atlanta. We've been to Atlanta before.
We'll be
come
back.
again. We'll come again soon. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Soon. Okay.
Soon.
There are things in the works.
Lip
Things
sync
in the
ships.
works.
That telephone, telefax, Sydnee.
I didn't know how firm anything.
Me neither, Sydney. I don't even know what you're referring to.
We will come to Atlanta. We love Atlanta.
Yes, Atlanta's a very good city.
Yes, the aquarium is great. World of Coke, still haven't been there.
I'm not going to address
the Braves
places
restaurant.
we should come. The Braves restaurant is fun. You can throw a pitch there, and it measures how fast.
They
I
give
actually
you popcorn.
I broke it because I threw it so fast. Currently visiting Cincinnati. That's from a Seattle native. Best food or drink? There's a sausage restaurant, right?
Where?
In Cincinnati. Wasn't there a sausage place? You want a treat? Go to Great Wolf Lodge. Go play Magic Quest. It's fun.
The ice cream.
Yeah.
The graders.
Stop telling us to go to
We're at the Nederlander.
Stop telling us to go to places. If you want us to go to places, get more people in those places to listen to our show.
We just have to fill a theater.
That's the only thing we have to do is fill a theater.
We have to pay for our plane tickets there.
Done.
What happened to the Daddy and Charlie show?
I don't know. I have a couple of episodes saved on my hard drive. If you want to hear Charlie, go listen to this week's Still Buffering. She's on the first half of it.
She did a great job.
She did a very good job.
I thought she'd get bored 5 minutes in. I told the girls maybe 5 minutes.
Tops.
No, half the show she was there for. Then she got bored and had dance class.
That's true. I want to thank you guys for what you do with candle nights. Well, no problem. When is Sydney running for office? Sydney, when are you running for office?
I don't know.
Come on, Sid. I thought you were gonna.
I've been thinking about it.
So you can. Okay. Well, think about it.
I've been talking to some people.
Keep bullying Sydney.
If we're talking run for office, it would be very local, obviously.
Sure.
Very local office. There's
think locally, act globally. That's what I say.
There's a couple of our local delegates that need replacing. So.
Yeah, because they're poopy heads. What's your favorite weird snacks? You mean which favorite weird snacks? Can we talk about the nut jar?
Oh, is that weird?
I think it's weird to curate your own blend of nuts as we have done.
That's because most nut mixes are bogus.
Okay.
They never have they always tell you that they have less than 50% peanuts because they know you don't want, which by the way, they know we don't want peanuts. Why even put them in there?
Right.
Why not just
that is true. It's like, that is the only product where it's like, it's about half of things you don't want. Like, it is wild. But Sydney and I we have one huge jar of nuts that we have cultivated, and this is our episode of Getting Nuts. It's a huge jar of nuts that we add things to as the blend requires. As we eat through the jar, it's like cashew. It needs cashew. And then we'll buy a jar of just cashews and dump it in the big jar and shake it up.
It always needs pecans.
Little pecans.
Never enough pecans.
Sydney likes to get honey roasted.
Just one little jar.
One little jar, and then just
a sweet treat.
Shake them in there. Nuts. It's like, ooh, what is this? Yum, 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 yum.
So it's our own personal.
It's our own personal blend. That does run the risk. I was thinking about this earlier, actually. It does run the risk of there being some grody nuts in there that we just never eat. Just keep getting added to around them.
No, I make myself eat I'll get a handful and make myself eat the whole handful.
We have not been to the bottom of that jar for years.
The peanuts that are in there and the almonds. I'm not a big almond.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to take some heat for that.
Almonds are really good for you.
They're so good for you. I eat them, but there's cashews in there.
People ask, pistachios are very good.
Yes.
Okay. Warren Buffett.
I agree.
Sure. Macadamias are good too. This is a good bit on I was on SNL once. It was scientists have found a way to They've created a car that runs off of hazelnuts, which is great because hazelnuts cost just $8 a jar. Next up, a car that runs on bald eagle heads and Fabergé eggs. I love that. Is it pronounced pecan or pecan? I don't know. That's the same word twice.
No, I always say pecan, but I feel like when we used to live in the South, we said pecan a lot.
The worst.
Now I say pecan. I don't. Is there a right?
Yeah,
is anything, what is right and wrong?
Yeah, like macadamia are great. Like if you're rich, I can't afford. I tell you what, go to MaximumFun.org / donate. Join the Diamond Friendship Circle, and maybe I can get some macadamias. Hey, chat, stop phonetically writing pecan, or I'm going to stop blocking you.
We're not going to do that. You're so much meaner.
I know. I'm flashing back to my moderation days when I ran a video game website.
What is it?
Sawbones in Salt Lake City? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sawbones will be there.
We will be there.
Come buy tickets.
It's moving so fast. I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's rough. I'll do this to make it a little easier. Oh, you know what? I could also make the window bigger.
I'll do that.
So we don't have to see ourselves
more at once.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Was the vasectomy a success?
Was the vasectomy a success? I'm proud to report, as of about a month ago, I am 100% sterile.
Yay.
Yay. How much did Sydney hate the jock strap? Okay. Sydney was fine with the jock strap, I guess. It looks ridiculous, but can I tell you something, chat? It was hard for me to let go of the jock strap. It was very much a sense of like support, comfort. Like you don't know how vulnerable it feels with those just out there.
I don't know.
Wearing a jock strap for a little bit was like, it was nice. It was hard. I kept wearing it after it was hurting just because it was like, this is nice. Then I got tired of doing twice the laundry and I gave it up.
My only complaint was that instead of just leaving your dirty underwear on the floor right next to the laundry basket, you left your dirty underwear and a dirty jock strap on the floor right next to the.
Sorry, I love sports.
Right next to the laundry basket.
I love sports.
Like you could accidentally drop it in there as easily. You threw it on the ground.
Did you guys ever want a son? Is that where we're going, chat? Fine. It's funny when you get.
I don't know what you're about to say.
Okay, well, it's not. I don't think that's it. I wanted our two daughters because that is who we have. That is who we are.
They're great. People.
We're love. We love our kids. I think when you get pregnant, there's definitely like a sense of possibility of like, doors opening. Like I could have a son, I could have a daughter, I could, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's like it's a possibility that is there before you. And I think when you find out, it's sort of like it's weird because you've obviously imagined yourself with a child of a different sort, and whatever that means. Like it's not like you would do anything differently. It's just like a thought exercise more than anything. But so I joke about like having an heir, but mainly to irritate Sydney. And no, I know it's not that funny, but I don't know. It's like they're girls, they're great girls. I would treat them literally exactly the same way if they were
we'd be raising them the same way.
I read.
It's funny, like Charlie has always been as soon as she could verbalize preferences, her preferences are very what we would think of like as traditionally feminine choices. She's very much into pink and dresses and princesses, and she very much like will tell you I'm a girly girl. She embraces femininity way more than I ever have. So like I don't know. For me, it's not like the whole my kids are my kids. Their gender doesn't play into it any more than they bring that into the conversation. And whatever they are, I'll embrace that. And I'll wear my gray hoodie, and she can wear her princess dress to school.
This is great. No, we have no dog. We have 2 cats. There is. Okay, shh. Hold on, I'm gonna show you Amelia. Okay. So that's Amelia. That's Amelia. We have not. Here's Amelia. Other than Amelia. Psst. Sydnee, pet her.
Oh, I don't want to scare her off. If I reach for her, she will run from us instantly.
So other than taking her to vet visits, we have not touched Amelia for
almost since she was a rescue
5 years,
and she was sick when we didn't find her. Carol found her, right?
Yeah, Carol found her
and gave her to us, and so we were like, we could hold her at first, but then once we got her to the vet and we got her all fixed up and she was doing better and feeling better, as soon as she was well, ran away, and we have not been able to touch her since.
I haven't touched her since.
I guess people who know these things tell me she's part feral.
Whatever that means.
So but anyway, she's great because our other cat loves her. They love each other. They cuddle all the time.
She's CJ's cat. Sydnee, get CJ so we can.
She's like a pet for our pet. She's a wonderful part of the family, but we cannot touch her.
You're gonna if you liked Amelia, just hold on a second for this next great cat. Get your screen cap buttons ready, because this great cat is gonna knock your socks clean off. It's probably under my desk. MaximumFun.org/donate is the address to go pledge money to help support a great network. You know, the great thing about it, or this pledge, right? A portion, the majority actually of your donation goes directly to the shows that you say you listen to. So it is a way to create the sort of media that you want to see in the world. And fill the world with excellent things. Is she upstairs? Oh, okay. She's got her. So MaximumFun.org/donate is allowed us to, it's allowed Sydnee to focus more on Sawbones, and she works a little bit less at the hospital than she formerly did. And it's allowed us to raise 2 kids. Are you ready for this cat, internet? Okay, here we go. This is CJ.
CJ.
CJ. This is our enormous cat, CJ.
Mm-hmm.
We have had her for
people like CJ.
Yeah, CJ's a unit. We've had CJ for what is it, like 12 or 13 years.
CJ's like
she's 13.
13.
Yeah. She's very sweet. She likes us a lot more than Amelia. Now Amelia's like skulking around like, hey guys, how are things going? She's named after the press secretary on the West Wing. Mm-hmm. She used to be named Melissa. She's not named that anymore. Amelia.
Yeah, when we got her in the shelter, she was named Melissa. And I hid her in my coat. She was so small. I hid her in my coat when we snuck her back into our apartment because we weren't allowed to have cats in our apartment.
Yep. And then we did anyway.
They found out and we had to forfeit our damage deposit.
Whatever. Fine. Come for it. I was going to lose it anyway from smoking a pipe in there.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either. Can you hold CJ up one more time? Just to give everybody a real sense of scale here.
So cozy.
Okay. Well, here you go. There's our
giant cat.
Our giant cat, CJ.
Yeah, she's very sweet. And her and Amelia love each other.
Yeah, they're very
And we tried, by the way, if anybody's like, why did you let your cat get so big? Like, we tried all the tips, like the healthy cat food and the putting the bowls different places and measuring portions. And like the Amelia, part of the plan was she'd have a friend and an exercise buddy.
They go like do jogging and stuff. Part of
none of it works. She's just huge.
It is really hard to do portion control when you have 2 cats because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to give less, and then CJ will just eat all of Amelia's food.
She'll find Amelia's food and eat it.
So I don't know. She feels good the way she is. She's happy. She's never sick. She's good.
Yeah.
And she says, "What's that, girl?" She said she wants everybody to go to MaximumFun.org/donate and pledge $5, $10, $20, $35, $50 to help keep MaximumFun.org network going. Someone says, "Hey Justin, like a year and a half ago, you and Dwight interviewed me in Ritter Park for this touch of elegance thing. I think. Did that ever happen? Stay tuned. Here's hoping. It's not called that, but stay tuned. Here's hoping. You should do a Sawbones episode on fibromyalgia. Okay. I started dominating yesterday. No, I started donating yesterday. Nice, but you also started dominating yesterday. Good for you.
Thank you. Either way.
Yeah,
you.
You're still crushing it.
What other cat names did you consider?
Amelia was originally named Toby because we thought she was a boy.
From the West
For the West Wing, continuing the theme.
CJ was remember we couldn't decide between CJ or Anya from Buffy.
Buffy, yeah.
And then once we looked at her, we thought, no, you're a CJ. She just struck us as a CJ.
Had a CJ air. I don't know.
So.
Is there a Sawbones app on medieval medicine that worked? Not that I know of.
There was that one we talked about, that MRSA cure.
Yeah.
Was it? They had like a weird
book,
That there's there was a medieval cure for. I mean, they didn't know they were treating staph, but that we talked about that. I don't remember. But anyway, there was one.
Someone said favorite date night ideas. I would say we don't. I say what we don't do is we don't really go to movies, mainly because if we have a night out, the two of us, we like to go somewhere we can talk.
Yeah, we've almost gone to a movie many times.
Yeah, and then we decide like,
we bail on it.
So let's just go talk to each other somewhere because we don't have as much time to do that as we would like because the kids that we have.
We end up just going to a restaurant and staying way longer than the waiter or waitress would probably like us to.
Yeah, but we buy a lot of alcohol. Man, I wish we were drinking.
We're healthy now. We're healthy.
We drank on the we were just on the Joko cruise and we drank here's one way of putting it.
Yes, we had fun. We had a wonderful time.
We drank a little too much, not to excess.
Vacationing.
Yeah, vacationing. Like I don't feel bad about it, but it's like
got a little carried away. So.
And it's like it was that like I need to dry out, and also I gained a bunch of weight. Like I weighed myself right before we left. Right when we got back, it was like and then I stopped drinking for like 4 days, and it's just like because it's bloating.
I lost a pound.
Nice. Scale isn't anything but a number, folks. Just be happy. Still.
I'm just still on that post-baby, get back to my best self kind of journey. It's a journey.
It's a journey, folks. It's about healthy living.
It's about feeling good.
Where did the cruise go? Well, it went to Half Moon Key, which is a pretend island. The
cruise line owns.
The cruise line owns. The staff gets off of the boat and goes and works at the island. It's weird.
I mean, it's gorgeous. Like it's.
Yeah, it was great. Just not
white sandy beaches and clear blue water.
We went to a place in the British
Virgin
Islands called Tortola. Not
Tortuga.
Not Tortuga. That's what I told the AT&T person when I told him I was going on a cruise.
We have coverage in Tortuga.
Now Tortuga is a real island done by Haiti, but it's just not where we are going. I know. I had to Google it.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just.
Then we went to Puerto Rico in San Juan. That was cool. It's nice there. It was very. There's very real sense of like culture and place.
We saw a fort.
I saw a fort.
We walked around in the fort.
Went to a place called La Bombonera that Lynn told us to go to. It was great.
For lunch, it was delicious. In case you're curious.
Favorite Halloween candy.
I like.
Other than like outliers, right? We're just talking about classics, not like new upstarts.
Right. Was it generic to say Reese cups? Like that was always my thing. Was just Reese cups, especially the little ones.
I feel like pretty much any candy you eat it, and you're like, that was great. I'd like 50 more. Reese's is one of the few that can satisfy. I feel like you eat a Reese's cup and you're like, nice. I feel really good. I feel that way about Snickers too. Snickers would probably be my pick. There's a lot of textural
Yeah, I like.
complexity to Snickers. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I like Snickers. I like candy corn. Somebody has candy corn. I actually like candy corn. It's not my favorite, but I like candy corn. I like it.
America's asking what your favorite cereal is. I answered this earlier. For me, it's
Cap'n Crunch is mine.
I like Cap'n Crunch. It's
Why
just,
I know,
really
it
lacerates.
tears up your mouth. I understand that you do not enjoy that part of it, but I still like it.
Do you like Crunch Berries?
No, I just like plain.
No account for
Cap'n
taste.
Crunch. Somebody asked if we'd ever had the beer Pliny the Elder. We get that question a lot. We have, and it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's very good. We were lucky enough.
That's why we don't sell Pliny the Elder T-shirts or anything like that, because they got a trademark.
And it's an excellent beer that I would highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I had it, we were sent 2 bottles. You remember this? While I was pregnant with Charlie, so I had to wait until after she was born, and that was our celebratory, my first drink post-pregnancy. It was worth the wait.
Someone said mind reading or talk to animals. I can already talk to animals. Watch. Hey, CJ, you're doing a great job. Keep shedding. You're crushing it.
I know. I'm wearing black pants and holding her. I'm just going to be covered in. Oh, don't bite me. You hungry? Okay. You're okay. You're forgiven.
What's Justin's most annoying quality? He doesn't have any.
Can I talk about the cabinet doors?
You talked about the cabinet doors ad nauseum.
I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody wants to get the cabinet doors.
Justin leaves all the cabinet doors open. Always. Always. Like everyone. Like he'll open it to
I can't see
get a
him.
glass out and just leave them open. Like I'll come in after he's been cooking and every cabinet door is open.
You know, it's funny. Do you want to know? It's funny, Sydnee, sometimes if I leave and I come back in the room, I'm like, God, there's all these cabinets are open. Like I can see it, but not contextually. Like not in the moment. Ow!
I don't know why she's biting now.
She have food?
Yes. I checked. They have food.
Ugh. Maybe she's done with this. Get her off of me, Sand. Have we all ever had a fist fight? No. What?
Like us?
No.
Probably not with each other.
They can't mean with each other.
I don't think they mean with each other. We have not ever physically harmed each other. I've never been in a fist fight. You've never been in a fist fight. I do not endorse violence.
No.
I've never. Yes.
What's your least favorite? This is funny. What's your least favorite board game or card game?
Do we have to talk? Oh. I'm going to say this and nobody's going to like me.
Okay, try it.
I don't really enjoy playing board games.
It's true.
This has been probably the hardest thing about marrying into the McElroy family is that I don't particularly enjoy board games.
And I know you're thinking, folks, there's such a wide array of board games. Certainly there's some she likes.
They make me nervous. It stresses me out. It stresses me out because especially you guys like to play games that either involve like a ton of strategy or coming up with clever, funny things on the spot. And I find that very nerve-wracking because, like, I know you keep biting us. All right.
I get her groomed.
Anyway, I find that it makes me very nervous. I'm going to check their food.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I do enjoy Pandemic because it's a team and it's about disease.
She likes cooperative games.
Yeah, I like cooperative games. They don't stress me out as much.
Yeah. My least favorite games. I don't have like a least favorite, but I so infrequently have people gathered together to play board games. I tend to not like things that have like a very long play time or a ton of rules, just because I don't have so I don't have as much time to play. So I want to
I gave her a refill.
Perfect. So I want to. What else we got? Are there any Fmv War Games? Well, sure. There are VHS games are the main one. There's like Atmosphere, the whole Atmosphere / Nightmare series. Clue 1 and Clue 2, the VHS games. Isaac Asimov's Robots. Star Trek The Next Generation, the board game. Wayne's World, the board game. I'm trying to look, see what other ones I have over there.
The mall one.
The mall.
No, the party one.
Oh, Party. What is
Party
that one?
Mania?
Party Mania. Was that a YouTube thing or was that a Max Fun thing? It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Search for Sydnee and her sisters playing Party Mania on YouTube. That is a buck wild game.
That's a great game. I used to play it when I was a kid, and then we got it. Somebody asked if I like escape rooms. I do love escape rooms.
Yes.
I do. I like that.
And that is pressure. I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know what the difference is either. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just prepared for it. I don't know. I like escape rooms. We have a perfect record so far.
Ryan says, Sydney, do you have any tattoos too?
Yes, I have one. It's just on my leg. And it looks like I have a caduceus on my leg. That's the only one so far. I have to get my still buffering tattoo that I promised to get in the last Max Fun Drive.
We should do. I was thinking if you.
But I was pregnant, and then it was just.
Do it this week, and I'll make a video of it.
Okay.
We can do it to promote the Max Fun.
Yes, I will do it. I need to do it because Riley got hers, and then I didn't get mine.
What Sawbones episode had the most negative feedback? Oh, that's a good question. Sydney gets very stressed out by negative feedback. I read about video games on the internet. I'm absolutely dead to it. I would say we had a lot of frustrated people after the keto episode.
Yeah.
Because they had tried
because keto had worked for them.
Because keto had worked
and
for them.
And so they felt like it was not fair for us.
I think if you try
criticizing
almost any restrictive eating thing can work in the short term. It's about like what you're going to be happy with for your whole life. I don't think we said you wouldn't lose weight. We were just saying like it wasn't designed for that.
I wouldn't say that. You can certainly lose weight on keto.
Yeah, pretty much anything. So we had a lot to that. We had
that was the most intense one, I think. Mm-hmm. That was the worst one since fluoride.
Yeah, fluoride. Fluoride we had a very negative reaction to, but it was from exactly the people that you want to have a negative reaction.
Well, and it was from I would say a small but very vocal group of people.
Yeah.
Not like a lot. Like keto, I would say we got more emails about.
Mm-hmm.
Fluoride, we got fewer, but like multiple from the same people and like very long emails. Very detailed emails. You know, it's funny. We don't get if we ever got anti-vax stuff, it's been I think those people stopped listening. If they ever did listen, they stopped listening a long time ago because, I think everybody knows where we stand. It's Charlie's current favorite book.
Okay.
Right now, she's been doing this thing. I tweeted about it earlier where she has, instead of reading a book, she wants to write a story, but she can't write very well yet. So she dictates to me and I write her story down for her. And sometimes she'll tell me to like illustrate it. She'll be like, now draw a picture of me dressed as a princess or draw a picture of daddy flying here or whatever. And then she like quibbles with my drawings because they're very bad. But
Sydney has many talents, but
no, I can't draw anything. I'm not ashamed to say that. Like she said, draw daddy like Superman flying over us. And so I drew Justin and it was a stick figure and his body was like hidden by the cape. And she was like, well, you didn't draw his body. So then I just kind of drew it like down below. So he was like flying in kind of like a 90-degree angle of your body. And then she said, that's not right. He has no body. Anyway, at the end, she said, that looks like a flying dog. That's not daddy. And then she cried. So I really screwed that one up. Yeah. But then tonight she made me read. We have a Betty and Veronica that's fairy tales with all the Archie characters in them. And she loves that collection. And so I read her the Rapunzel version with Betty and Veronica both as Rapunzel.
See.
Do you ever call Charlie Chuck? Yes, a lot.
Yes.
Chuck and Chuckster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Favorite Doctor Who Doctor? Matt Smith, David Tennant.
But I
Someone
mean,
said, "Do y'all own the
that
Switch?"
might be changing.
I don't know.
That might be changing.
Do I own a Switch?
I mean, I have years of David Tennant to love, but like right now, 13th Doctor.
13th Doctor is very good. You know, Dad
She's
saw.
really stolen my heart. So.
Yes, Dad
that may be
saw
changing.
Jodie Whittaker in Chicago.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry. My episode of Counterpoint just started on TV.
Favorite color, please. That's very urgent. Purple.
Red. I mean, no, it was red, and then Charlie decided it's blue, so now it's blue. It's not under.
Charlie's favorite color is pink, 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 pink.
Yeah.
Pink, pink. Except sometimes it's rainbow, but mainly pink.
Is Cooper named after Special Agent Dale Cooper? Yes. And also Betty Cooper.
Yes.
Kind of 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
It was if you look at a timing of when Sydnee was pregnant with Cooper and when Twin Peaks was airing on TV, again, there's an overlap, I believe.
Sydnee, I take step 1 in 6 days. Tell me it's going to be okay. Yes, it's going to be fine.
What's step 1, says a layman? A layman like myself.
Step 1 of your medical board exams. It's your first, hence step 1. It's your first big giant test in medical school that you have to pass to continue on in your medical studies. It is. I'm not doing this to this sounds like I'm making it worse. It is historically the hardest of the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. It is the one that is thought to be the most difficult, but I think it's because it's the most focused on basic science, whereas step 2 and step 3 get more and more clinical, and it's easier because you've done stuff by then, and I think that's easier for a lot of us. If you've done it, you remember it better, whereas if you've just read a bunch of stuff in a book, it might be harder to remember. Not everybody, but a lot of people. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You said you're going back to your flashcards after this. If you're doing, you're fine. If you studied, you're fine.
Quiz me. I could beat it. Quiz me. Ask me a question from step 1.
I can't just make up a step 1 question.
Make up a step 1 question. I'll beat it.
It's been so long.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I promise you. And then it's over. And then it's just like this giant sigh. That was when I got my tattoo. Because I knew once I passed step 1, well, I'm in. Yeah. I'm probably not going to give this up now.
What did you think of Twin Peaks season 3?
Do you have a lot of strong opinions on this?
I do. We went back and forth on it. It's weird. Oh man, I'm gonna regret.
There's so much of it that was frustrating.
It was very frustrating.
Which I think it's supposed to.
Yes.
I think it's intentional. It's just.
I do. I think that it was very frustrating. I think that it's hard because you're wrestling against a desire to get what you want as a fan of what came before. And I think that is very hard as someone who dearly loves those characters in that world. It's very hard to fight the impulse to just want to see it presented as exactly the kind of follow-up to it you would want. But I mean, I'm not going to argue with the artistic merits of it or whatever. I think there's a lot.
We were riveted.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
Nothing else.
We watched every episode. We couldn't wait to see them. We had tons to talk about afterwards. That's
and that was actually really fun. I'll tell you, there's a lot we're always looking for activities that sort of engender conversation rather than dull it. And I think that one of the really good things about Twin Peaks from that time period is it required discussion afterwards. It was very much so what did you make of that? What did you think?
Let's piece this back together.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's always hard. I'm one of those people who Justin always jokes my version of a good TV show is one with no conflict. It just starts out with everybody getting along and liking each other and coupling up, and that's the rest of the show.
Yeah.
And that's certainly not Twin Peaks, but I do enjoy Twin Peaks.
Do you all watch any D&D podcasts or live streams? No, that's for nerds.
Justin. No, I don't. I'll be honest. Because of the nature of my job, I don't get a ton of time to listen to podcasts.
Sorry, I keep. Man,
What?
No, never mind. People asking about Clifford the Big Red Dog and whether or not they're a kaiju. Please, folks, stop.
I like Sydney. What is your favorite vaccine? Oh, they're all so great.
Who can choose?
How can you choose? I don't know that I have a I don't have a favorite vaccine. I wouldn't say, because they're all equally important and you should get them all on the recommended schedule if you are eligible. But I will say that I'm very partial to a certain antibiotic. I really like doxycycline. It's a really good antibiotic. It does a lot of different things.
Me too.
It's good for both some exotic, like some tick-borne stuff. And,
Yes.
and then also some more run-of-the-mill. I mean, like you use it for acne.
Absolutely.
And a lot skin things. I like doxycycline a lot.
Me too.
It's probably my
favorite. Yes. Preach.
favorite one.
Preach.
Gardasil is such a dope vaccine. Yes, it is. Even though I love them all, I'll give a little shout out to Gardasil because it gets a bad rap and it's a great vaccine that can prevent cancer.
Sydney, did you design the pro vaccine pin this year? No, all the pins are designed by Megalyn Cott. It was our idea, though, right?
Just in the sense that I said I think we should do something pro vaccine,
yeah.
But I did not in any way come up with the design for it. But it's a great pin.
It's a great pin and a great way to show support to your favorite podcast, Sawbones. It's by heading over to MaximumFun.org/donate right now. If you have not done that yet and you are going to do that, like during this stream, do the @Justin McElroy thing so it'll alert me and I can be sure to thank you here in the chat. I've tried to thank everybody I could on Twitter. Are the double clicks here? Hey, the double clicks.
Hello.
What's it like to be married to such a cool doctor, Sydney? Oh, that was for me. It's very cool. Very cool.
That's it.
It's cool. It's very cool. I tell you every day how great it is to be married to you. Apropos of nothing. I'll just talk about it. I don't need to tell a bunch of strangers on the internet that. It's cool.
My birthday's in a week. He's saving it all up for that.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Natalia. It says, Sydney, thoughts on Chapo? Sydney, what do you think about Chapo? Did we get him or what?
Yeah. Are you talking about it's the Cipro?
Okay.
The antibiotic.
Yes. Thank you, Mara.
Cipro's solid. It's a good solid antibiotic. It is useful.
It's done a lot more good than Chapo has.
For a variety of urinary problems. But I'm just partial to Doxy. I don't know. I don't have good reasons for
Thank you, Nate. Thank you. Alik Takita. I don't know, your name's going by too fast. Carly, Momo, thank you. Listen, y'all, just during this stream, if you done during this stream, if this stream is what won you over, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Alex. We want to hear from you. Thank you so much to everybody who has been donating. It's so cool of you. It really has been so massively helpful to our family. I mean, helpful is like putting it mildly. It is the only reason that we are able to like have food and buy the girls clothes and live in a house.
And then I've been able to devote a lot more time to Sawbones and that we could write the book.
Yeah.
I don't know how, with my previous work schedule, how I would have ever done that.
Yeah.
Somebody asked what's the most exotic disease I've ever encountered. I've done some overseas work. I would say exotic compared to what we see here. I guess that would be my definition of things that are exotic from a United States perspective. But I've taken care of a lot of patients who have malaria overseas. I guess what was most interesting, I got to diagnose a case here as a result.
Oh yeah.
We had a case of malaria, somebody who went overseas and came back and had not taken any prophylaxis and so had malaria and nobody knew what it was. And
Sydney did.
I was lucky that I was in the hospital that evening.
Thank you, Joseph.
I got to come back and make the smear the blood smear to actually look for it because our pathologist had never seen it or diagnosed it. So I made the thing and looked under the microscope and diagnosed it. It was one of those moments you like dream of if you're
I
a
know, I
nerd
know.
like me.
Thank you, Megan
And
Bailey.
the patient was fine.
And Rachel. Appreciate you. Sydnee worked in he's done some stuff in Malawi too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sydnee worked in Malawi for a month. It was cool. Well, he lived in Honduras for a month too. Can I tell that story about the taxi?
If you want to.
Yeah. So we were living in Honduras. Sydney was working at, what was the clinic they're called?
Clinic Esperanza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Roatan, which is a little island off the coast of Honduras. And Roatan's interesting because there's a place where cruise ships dock, and it's beautiful, like white sandy beach, blue crystal clear water, huge resorts, whatever. You get like literally a tenth of a mile past that, and you are in like abject poverty. So that's what Sydney was doing. And we were let's see, it was during the World Cup, right? And
or like the
World Cup like semifinal. It was part of the World Cup, not like the finals or anything, but and Honduras was in it. It was a big deal.
Yes.
And I was sick, like febrile, like sick. But we knew that Honduras was playing the World Cup, and like, when are you gonna get to be in Honduras when Honduras is in the World Cup? And like, we didn't want to miss it, so
we did not have access to the game on our TV.
Yeah, we did
the match on our TV.
Yeah,
and so
our TV, if I remember, only had like one channel. It just played Star Wars in Spanish. So we had to go to this place called the
Blue Bahia.
The Blue Bahia, yeah. And again, I was really sick. I just want to reiterate that.
You were febrile.
I was febrile. The taxis on Roatan are not taxis so much as they are guys driving around who will pick you up if you give them $5. So we flagged down a taxi, and it reeked of weed. I mean, it absolutely was just, it smelled like it was made of weed. And it wasn't, but it was very weed heavy. I told the driver where we were going. The guy who was driving, told me we were going. We said the Blue Bahia, and we're driving. We drive.
And it is worth noting he had somebody in the passenger seat too, just like a buddy who was
like
hanging
a friend
out with him
in there with
which
him.
is fine. But then it made what happened next seem a little like, did we do something?
Yeah,
stupid?
Sketch. So we're driving, and there's a Blue Bahia. It was only like a couple miles away from where we were staying, above the clinic. And
in the daytime we walked there, but at night it wasn't necessarily safe to do that.
Yeah, so we're driving. There's a Blue Bahia. He passes it, and we're like, well, this is bad.
This is how we die.
And then he goes past the Blue Bahia like a quarter of a mile, and then turns right, basically into the woods, and stop in the jungle, or it
was off the. We were on a dirt road, and then we were on a beach, and then we were on the beach. Just driving on the beach.
So he's just driving on the beach, and he slows down to a stop, and we're like, well, definitely gonna get killed.
I've already got like money out, like here.
Just take your money. It's fine, not a big deal. And it slows to a crawl, and
Justin has other plans.
I was febrile, but I also wasn't gonna get killed. So I have the door like cracked, and I'm grabbing Sydney like, come on, we're getting out of the car.
He's ready to like tuck and roll out the door of the moving vehicle.
Yes. And we drive, and
the guy notices at that point and like looks at us like we're idiots.
And then he's like, a key. And it's just
he was just taking a back way because the main road that you used to get there had this really horrible drop off at one point that would really tear up your car. It hadn't been fixed. So anyway, he was taking a back road. We look like total idiots.
Yeah, we almost
you were the one diving out of the car.
I was. You were kind of like, no, it's fine. Let's just get kidnapped and murdered.
No, I just thought I'm ready to hand my money over.
I was ready to take action because I was febrile. Anyway, Honduras won that game, and it was the entire island lost its damn mind. It was wild. People were shooting guns into the air all night. It was awesome. But they had this drink there called the Monkey Lala. Thank you, Lauren, for your donation. This drink there called the Monkey Lala. Look up a recipe for that. It's like cream of coconut and ice cream. Everyone's like 2,000 calories, but it's delicious. It'll get you messed up. Oh, Sydnee, I have a good question for you from Condor. It says, what is your favorite TV show theme song?
Oh, man.
While you think about it, MaximumFun.org/donate. If you have donated during the stream, if this stream convinced you to donate, at Justin McElroy me so I can see. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate you.
The Buffy theme song is great.
It is great. We saw Nerf Herder do it when they were on the cruise 2 years ago. It was really cool. Yes. Thank you, Miranda. Buffy theme song is very good. Thank you, Alex. And thank you again, Natalia.
What?
I'm trying to think of my favorite.
Oh.
West Wing's very good. I'm gonna try to find a West Wing's very good. We made up lyrics to the West Wing theme song.
Well, by lyrics.
Sing. It was just that we used to sing the names of the people in the West Wing to the tune of the West Wing theme song. Thank you, Sync. I like WKRP in Cincinnati a lot. I like that one.
That's a good one.
Baby, did you ever wonder whatever became of me? I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Well, maybe you and me were never meant to be, but baby, think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. And there's a sax. It's like, thank you.
Yay. That was great.
Thanks. That's a good one. Thank you, KC. Thank you, Jessica. Wait. Jessica was just saying it looked like I lost weight. I don't know.
Hey.
But I didn't. We talked about that earlier in the stream.
Well,
I gained weight on the cruise.
The cruise, though.
Thank you, Emily. Appreciate it. Any other? I feel like we should wrap up so we can go back to watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Justin, what does your arm tattoo mean? Here's a fun story. Chat. Thanks, Emma. Here's a fun story for you. Thank you, Lindsay. We were on the cruise with John Flansburgh of the Miami Giants fame. And I had put off meeting him the entire time. And then eventually I asked John Roderick, like, just go ahead and introduce me to John Flansburgh. And I did. But then when I met John Flansburgh, I had to, I have this They Might Be Giants tattoo. And so when I talked to John Flansburgh, I just kind of talked. I did like gesticulate like this all the time, like I'm Nosferatu. Like, okay, thank you. Excellent, yeah. Good point. Yeah, I'm just a creator like yourself. I'm not like a part of your super president's fan club, and I don't have a tattoo of your band and everything. But I was like super cool about it, and it was fine. I showed it to him later, and he was still very cool about it. But
so They Might Be Giants.
It's a They Might Be Giants tattoo. Thank you, Maddie. Sydnee, what's your favorite junk food?
Favorite junk food.
Thank you, Michael and Kelly.
We got rid of all our junk food.
I know.
What did we use?
What's like the hardest thing for you to have in the house? Where it's like, if you know, thank you, Aaron. If you know that it's in there.
Chips and salsa.
Yeah.
I'll eat an entire bag of tortilla chips and salsa.
Good.
Yeah.
Other than cereal, which is like well established, I think cookies for me are the hardest because it's like, thanks, Garrett. Because like if there's cookies, moderation for me and cookies is really hard. You get like 2 Oreos out and you're like, great, I ate 2 Oreos, delicious. I'm so full of Oreos. I couldn't eat
The
no.
calories on them.
I could eat 8 more. I could eat 8 more Oreos, 9 more Oreos, 10 more Oreos.
Somebody said our favorite healthy food. I will eat roasted vegetables, my weight in roasted. You put some broccoli and cauliflower together and roast them in the oven, and I will eat those until the end of time.
Thank you, Tamlin and Mandy. Yes, Sydney will eat some real weird stuff. Sydney has this favorite sandwich that is a flat bagel, an everything flat bagel, and this thick cut turkey that she likes and no one else does.
Carving board.
Carving board turkey. Thank you. And
I don't like my lunch meat thin.
I like it nice and thin. And then it has mustard and pickles on it. And it's disgusting, but she loves them.
Not just any pickles, the sweet and spicy pickles.
Okay.
Dave's sweet and spicy pickles. I like Brussels sprouts. I'm a convert. I'm a recent convert. I didn't used to.
But now our baby will eat the sandwiches, these foul sandwiches.
Yeah, Cooper steals my sandwiches.
Yeah, it's foul.
No, they're delicious.
I don't know where we went wrong.
They're so good. I used to just eat pickles and mustard in college.
Yeah.
Like a jar of pickles and just squirt mustard.
Brussels sprouts. If you have Brussels sprouts that are cooked well, they're one of the vegetables where if they're cooked really well, you feel like there's no way this is good for me. These actually taste good. Mm-hmm. I feel like about asparagus too. Like really good asparagus can be that way. And then the pea smell that you get after that, I love that. I love that. You never get immediate rewards for like, you did a good job. You ate vegetables. Remember? It's like, oh, I'd almost forgotten. Thank you, PP. You're right. I did eat vegetables.
Somebody asked how we picked the kids' names. Cooper, we already said. Agent Dale Cooper / Betty Cooper. Charlie is named for my grandfather, Charlie, and for Justin's mom, Gail. That's her middle name.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. Just hiding people who are like just randomly joining. Hey, we need to go watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's that time.
We have a few more minutes.
Yeah, we have like 3 more minutes, and then we have an appointment to definitely watch.
We don't have that. We're so far behind, by the way.
We're catching up.
Yeah, we just got on. We're in season 3. Just got on. We're in season 3.
Just got on board. Do
the McRoy kids all get along? Yes, they do. The cousins love each other.
Whoa, someone says Pete and Pete is on Amazon.
They're very lucky that they get to spend time together.
Not season 3, right?
Because they love each other.
Let me know if season 3 is up there. MaximumFun.org/donate. If you donated during the stream and I have not yet thanked you, please at me in the chat so I can thank you. Thank you, Matthew. If this chat has been what finally pushed you over the edge, if our ginormous cat, what were you putting at?
Somebody was having a brownie disaster that someone was baking brownies in a glass bowl.
Why?
I don't know. Tell them to stop.
Can you do a day in the life of the doctor episode? Didn't we do that? Thank you, Willow.
I thought we did.
Oh,
was it a bonus?
Maybe it was a bonus. It might have been a bonus episode.
We've talked about it before, but it may well have been a bonus episode.
Yes. Thanks, Morgan.
What are the bracelets? These are
Thanks, Connor.
Hair things. I have a lot of hair, and I have a daughter with a lot of hair. So those are just hair things. This is a friendship bracelet that Charlie got me in Epcot, Mexico. And so she said, don't ever take it off, and I haven't.
So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I always keep at least 3 hair ties at all times. Like a true professional.
I'll tell you, Mom.
I feel like I need new glasses.
Portrait's in Scotland. Go to bed. It's so late.
Did Charlie's mug ever show up? Yes, it sure did.
Sure did.
Her Star Wars mug. And it does, it has lightsabers around it. And as you pour any hot beverage in it, the lightsabers come up.
Thank you, Libby Tunes and Ben.
It's a very good mug. She did. If she's going to buy something without our permission, at least she did a good job.
We'll probably do another one of these. They're fun, and they've convinced a few of you to donate. We very much appreciate it. MaximumFun.org/donate is the link to do that. Thank you so much for watching our stream. It'll be archived in case you missed any of the hot streaming action. It's been fun to sit and talk with you all.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. There's 745 of you here, which is so nice. And we love you and really appreciate all the support over the years and everything.
Yeah, thank you. And have you mentioned what our bonus episodes are?
No. What are the bonus episodes this year?
For Sawbones, we did much like this, I guess.
Yeah.
We just did a question and answer, anything but medicine.
Anything but medicine.
For Still Buffering, we played D&D with my mom, my sisters and my mom and me, and we played D&D, and Riley DM'd, and it was very good. I think so.
And then for Bim Bim, you guys recorded our episode.
That's right. That's right.
My sister-in-law, and me.
Teresa and Rachel and I brought back the Slim Slam, and I think you would enjoy it. It's a little taste of all the other shows we do.
All mixed
up. A little taste of Sawbones and Schmanners and Wonderful, all mixed in there together.
Into a nice little gumbo. I will play for gumbo.
I knew that was
Just like Jimmy Buffett. Anyway. I think I heard Cooper awake. Anyway, Cooper. Thanks. Bye.